Hi, welcome to my inspiration video. In this video we're going to talk about the countdown for Christmas because you know Christmas is round the corner and there's always so much to do. One of the things that everybody struggles for is do personal gifts, and I have the best tip of all: candles. Bespoke candles, put any images on, photos, whatever you want, or even candles to decorate the home, and that's what we're going to do to start off with. So start off with, you need to have some tissue paper. Now this is my tissue paper, this is a white tissue paper, and you can go to my website or the local craft shop to see what the best makes are. Now what we have on here is just a normal piece of paper, and as you can see I've started to put some tape just round the edges. So there's my tissue paper, I've laid it down because I know when I print off my image fits in the middle, or I should say prints in the middle. What I'm doing is just getting some tape and layer it along the edges. Now what's very important is that you stick down your tissue paper onto a plain sheet of paper. It's almost like a carry sheet. It's just some copy paper, and I'm just sticking that down all the way along. Then when I come to the bottom bit, and as you can see I'm just using some sellotape. Now you can use double-sided tape and just don't take the top off, anything to secure it. So this last little bit, it's always the one, isn't it? There we go. This is a problem with having nails. Take the area that you want to cover, just line that up, cut it down, and then fix that down. So there it is there. You would just put that into your printer and your image will sit on there. And here's one, like magic, already done. Now as you can see, this is the image onto the tissue paper and it's on my carrier sheet. Now what you need to start off by doing is by trimming round the image. Now all I'm doing is I'm leaving a little thin white edge all the way along, so it means that you don't have to be exact, because don't forget what's going to happen is your image is going to sink into the candle. So if you have a little white edge, it doesn't really matter, and it just makes it much easier for when it comes to cutting out. So let's put that in the bin and continue just cutting around it, and you can go as close as you want. Because I'm leaving a white edge, it doesn't really matter how close I go, as long as I get the rough design as I go around the last part of it. Now at the moment I've got the carry sheet behind it, so once I've cut it out, all I'm going to do is take my tissue paper, lift it off, there you go, so it goes almost like translucent. Move all the bits out the way, get your candle. I want to sit that on here. Now these are great fun because you can personalise them if you want to. Now don't use any glue. What you're going to do is you're going to use your heat tool and it's going to sink the tissue paper into the candle, but to make sure it sinks correctly you need some greaseproof paper. So all I'm doing is putting that on top, and then I need to trim it down because it's a little bit too big. Very quickly trim that down. Now if you haven't got greaseproof, baking paper will work, baking parchment. You can go to your local supermarket for them and they come in a roll. Put that on top and that's a bit better. Hold it tight behind, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put the heat on top of it. Now you need to leave your heat tool very still, and as soon as you start to see the image melt, it will change colour. That's the tissue paper sinking into the candle, and slowly move your heat tool across all the areas, and it's very quickly. Keep watch. Now what the greaseproof or baking parchment does, it keeps the wax in shape, so as you put the intense heat on of the heat tool you don't have to worry about any wax dripping down your hand. There we go, turn it round. One last bit, and then we're done. And just very quickly, all I'm going to do is slowly lift up my parchment, and there you go. A very easy gift to do. Have a go and happy crafting.